Hi, this is Lauren Peterson, giving you a class here from the Yoga Salon. Today's class is going to stretch out the lower back, the outer hips. We're going to be using eagle pose in a couple different ways. But we'll also be doing some flow, so it'll be a full class for you. And we're going to start on our backs. So lay down on your back. Legs can be bent or straight. And just take a few moments to transition from wherever you were, whatever you were doing, to bring the awareness into your breath and into your body. So lightly close the lips. And like I did, you'll draw the air in through the nose, gently towards the back of the throat. Letting the lungs fill as you inhale and relaxing as you exhale. Just take some time to bring your awareness into your body and into your breath before we start to practice together. Hear and feel the air as it gently brushes past the back of the throat and then deep into the lungs. And then still laying on your back, let the arms move outward, bend the knees, and then just drop the knees to one side. The feet are still touching the floor, so you start to stretch into your lower back. And inhale to center, exhale, drop the knees to the other side. And inhale to center. We'll do that twice more. Exhale to the right, and inhale up, and exhale left, and inhale up, and to the right, exhale, inhale, and to the left, exhale, and inhale. And let the legs go to the right, and just let the left leg swing up higher. Let your right hand come onto the left leg, tuck the right shoulder under, and look left. Look away from your leg. Take about 5 breaths there. Left leg swing on top of the right. Knees up, feet down. If you feel a little crooked, realign. Drop the legs left, swing the right leg up higher. Left hand can come onto the right leg, scoot the left shoulder under, look right. And the right arm can go right. About 5 breaths here. Right leg go back on top of the left. Now just open both knees for a few moments. And if you feel it all crooked getting into that, just even out your torso. Take a few breaths here in Supta Konasana. Try to relax the inner groins of the hips. The hands to the outside of the knees, press the legs together, walk the feet slightly apart, and a little counter stretch for that, drop the knees inward. And then give the knees a hug. Now in hugging the knees, the back will go flat. And for this next exercise, when you go to center, you want the back to be flat. So we're going to bring the knees, if you can, right up over the hips and your shins parallel to the floor, upper legs perpendicular. Now if that's hard for you, if you find your back is arching or you feel a strain in the back, do this exercise with the knees closer to your body so you can keep the back flat. The arms will go out to the side. And you're simply going to exhale, take the legs towards the right, keep the left shoulder reaching down, and inhale, come on up. So when I go to center, my back is flat. Exhale left, press into the right shoulder. and inhale, center, working from your core. We'll do 4 more. Exhale to the right, and inhale, center, and to the left, and inhale, center, and to the right. Number 3, inhale up, and to the left, and 4, and to the left. See, I'm keeping my opposite arm reaching down. And one more time, go to the right, exhale, and inhale up, and to the left, exhale. And inhale, center, and set the feet down. Even out anything that doesn't feel symmetrical. Take the left ankle to the right knee. Take the left hand and gently push the thigh away from you. So you create a little space in the left hip. And then thread the left hand through. You can hold the back of the right leg or the shin. Some people, it bothers their knee to hold the shin, and some people can't reach that far. And if you can't reach at all, you can continue just pushing this open. Okay. So holding out of the back of the shin. And take a big inhale. Exhale, curl the forehead up towards the right knee. Bring the ankle in as close to the chest as you can. And then let the shoulders go down, let the head go down, let the right foot go down, and cross the left leg over the right. So like some of us might sit with the legs crossed like this. And now bring this in. This is like, if you're familiar with Happy Cow or Gomukhasana, cow face pose. It's kind of like that on your back. If you can reach here, grab there. If you can grab around and hug the whole thing in, that's kind of nice. Feel free to rock a little bit side to side. If you can reach the ankles or the feet, you can pull them out towards the side. That'll get more into the outside of the hips. So see what feels good for you. You might do a couple different options. Now, if you can do full eagle pose with your legs, garudasana, you'll bring the foot behind the calf. And if you can't, you're going to just keep the legs single crossed. Interlace the fingers and just press your hands into your left thigh, maybe in eagle legs, maybe just single crossed. And as you bring the legs in towards you, I want you to push the hands into the legs and push the small of the back down to the floor. 2 and 3. So it's like you're fighting with yourself. The legs want to come in, you're pushing your hands out. The small of the back is pressing down like crazy, and then let the arms go to the side, and you'll drop the legs to the right. So if you're in eagle, you can keep that, or single crossed. And if that doesn't work for you, just take both knees to the right side for 5 breaths. So by bringing the knees narrow, we're more inwardly rotating the hips, so you're stretching your lower back. And then inhale, come back up to center, undo the legs, set the feet down, even out anything that feels crooked. Bring the right ankle to the left knee, use your right hand to force to push the thigh away from you. And take your focus to where you're feeling the stretch. And then thread the hand through. Maybe you grab the back of the leg, maybe you grab the shin. Big deep breaths. With this again, you can drift a little bit, try to get the most out of the stretch for you. forehead up towards the left knee. Bring the ankle in close to the chest. And then shoulders and head down, left foot down, cross the right leg on top of the left. Bring the legs in. So here's your reclined Gomukhasana or Supta Gomukhasana pose, reclined happy cow. Maybe you hold the knees, maybe you can't reach that far. Maybe you like this feeling of pulling the legs out, which is bringing the legs into a stronger stretch in the outer leg. Or play with a few different options. Let go of the legs. If you can do the full eagle, tuck the foot behind the calf, interlace the fingers, recrossing, press the hands into the thigh, and pull the thighs in towards the chest and push the small lower back down towards the floor. And press and pull and push. And open the arms up and go into the twist, either with the full eagle or single crossed or not crossed at all. Inhale, come back up. Undo the legs, set the feet down, even out your back. Bring the knees in and let them go in their own individual circles. And then pause for a moment and reverse the circles. So just warming up the hip socket. Grab a hold of the knees. We're going to rock backwards and forwards twice, and the third time we're going to come up to the feet. And then if you can, come on up and just fold forward. If that didn't work, just come on up somehow. Bend down. Hands can hang, or if you have a block, you can put your hands on the block. Just fold forward. You can grab the elbows, you can bend the knees, you can turn the head a little, being the first forward bend we're doing. You can sway a little bit. And then bend the knees, drop the arms, and roll up to standing. Take the feet closer together. They don't have to fully touch. But standing now, just circle the shoulders, loosen up the shoulders 3 times back. 1 and 2 and 3, and 3 times forward. 1 and 2 and 3. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Hastasana, and exhale, fold forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, lift to Ardha Uttanasana. Bend the knees, touch the mat, and step to plank pose for 5 breaths. So the shoulders over the palms. 1. If you need to, you can touch the knees down here. 2. 3. Squeeze the elbows in close, come on down, lower all the way down, and come onto your forearms for Sphinx Pose. So lift the chest up, Drag the elbows back a little bit to pull the chest forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Push the tops of the feet towards the floor. 2, 3, and 4, 5. Now, interlace the fingers. So I'm going to look at my watch because I'm going to time this. We're going to interlace the fingers and lift the hips up off of the mat and hold it for just 30 seconds. If this is too difficult for anyone, touch your knees down. Just steady, slow breaths. Strong core. Now inhale and exhale, bring the right knee towards the right shoulder. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left knee towards the left shoulder. Inhale, straighten. Twice more. Exhale, right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left knee. And straighten once more. Exhale, right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left. Inhale, straighten, and let the hips come down. And your choice, go to Sphinx Pose, go to a baby cobra, or maybe to an up dog. The next pose we'll be going to is down dog. And then lift from the lower belly and come into downward facing dog. Have the heels about as wide as your sit bones are. The feet parallel to each other. You can check that your hands are in the same plane, that one hand's not further in front of the other, and try to use the whole palm of the hand on the mat. And then pull back, tilting the sit bones slightly up, but the tailbone slightly in, relaxing the neck. And then walk forward, or if you're comfortable jumping, hop forward. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, with a flat back, come up to standing. And open the arms to the side or take them down the middle. And we'll flow into 2 sun salutation A's. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, bend forward. Inhale, lift the chest up. You can step back and you can lower to your belly, or you can hop back and come to chaturanga. Go to cobra pose or up dog with an inhale. Come to downward facing dog, exhale. For 5 breaths, 1. And 2. And 4. And feel the hands, and with an exhale, walk or hop up. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand up. Open to the side or take the hands down the middle. And we'll do 1 more. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest up. If you're stepping back, step the opposite foot back that you did last time, or hop both feet back. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe, 1. And 2. Three. 4. And hop to the front. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and reach around and grab the legs. Take an extra breath here. Bend the knees and we'll come into chair pose. Sit back towards the heels for 5 breaths. 1, Uttakasana. Looking straight ahead or glancing up. If you can't bring the hands together without hiking the shoulders up, just keep space. 3, 4. And sit down a little deeper, 5. And inhale, stand up. And exhale, take the hands down. So I want you to interlace the fingers with the right hand over the left, like I'm doing here. And you're going to reach the hands out in front of you. And you're going to reach the arms, palms up towards the ceiling. And just bring the right knee up for 5 breaths. 1. So we're going to go into a little balancing. And 2. Shoulders relaxed. 3. 4. 5. Now let the knee open to the side and take it to tree pose. Bring the right foot into tree pose, so inside the thigh. And if you can't do that, you certainly can just put the foot on the foot, okay? For 5 breaths. 1. You can have the hands in front of the chest or reach them up. 2. 3. 4. So very strong on your standing leg. 5. Now let the arms come halfway down, right out from the shoulders, and pull the fingers back so they're pointing up towards the ceiling. 2. So your tree pose with the arms parallel. 3. Pressing out with the palms. Now, bring the knee to where you started, right in front of you. And here we're going to go into eagle pose. We did the legs on our back. So cross the right thigh over the left. If you can, tuck the foot behind the calf. Cross the right elbow under the left. Now, if you can't do the full position, that's fine. You can just cross, single crossed, and touch the toe, or come like this and do the best you can with the arms. Super strong in your core. Find your Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha to hold this all together. Sit down a little deeper. Now, just bring the foot behind you and let the arms come up. Just as a way to come out of it, just a little stretch here. And you're going to take the hands to the floor. Step back and come into a lunge. Just step the right foot back, the left leg forward. Stretch into the quadricep, the hip flexors. 2. If the floor is far away, just have a couple blocks handy for your hands. We're going to lift up to crescent pose. So root the front foot beyond the ball of the back foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We're going to do another shoulder thing here. Turn the thumbs forward and take the left arm forward. So the leg that's in front, let that arm be in front. Cross at the wrists like I'm doing here. And if you can push the palms together, do that. And reach up. Opening up the shoulders. So just pressing the palms together, reaching up. So a nice shoulder opener, front of the shoulders. The eagle arms that we did before stretches the back nicely. So they're a good complement to each other. And in crescent pose, and then take the hands down to the floor. Now we're going to step a little bit closer and straighten both legs. If the floor feels far away and you have access to blocks or something you can use like this, go ahead and grab them so you can get both legs straight. Parsvattanasana. Just fold forward. Stretching out the back of the left leg, with or without the blocks. And then just step into a lunge, drop the back heel. heel down, root the feet, and lift up. Peel yourself up out of the left hip for warrior one. Here the palms can just face each other or touch too. Looking straight ahead or up. And take the hands down, back into a lunge. Come into downward facing dog. And you could stay with down dog. Or we're going to do a little flow out of Surya Namaskar C, Surya Sun Salute. Look up. You're welcome to take the knees to the floor and then chest and the chin down. Or you can try to hover. So squeeze the elbows in, the knees, chest and chin down. Scoop through to cobra, or I'm taking up dog. And exhale to down dog. If you want, you can do a little dip in the elbows. And we'll do those 3 standing poses with the right leg in front. So step forward. First, we just hold the lunge. A few breaths, stretching into the hip flexors and the quadricep on the left leg. And then root the feet, get light on the hands. Inhale, come on up for crescent pose. Turn the palms out. Remember the leg that's in front, that's the arm. We're going to cross in front. So if you can press the palms together, press them together. Draw the navel in towards the spine as you exhale. You're really getting a little back bend in here on the left side. Take one more inhale and take the hands down. Step in a tad closer, straighten both legs, putting your hands on blocks if you need to. And bring the chin towards the inside of the right shin. Step back, turn the heel down this time, square off the shoulders, come into warrior one, garudasana 1 for 5 breaths, looking straight ahead or up. And let the hands come down, let the heel come up. And we're going to do the balance poses that we did. So come standing up, take the hands together, interlace the fingers left over right this time. Bring the knee up, take the hands out and up for 5 breaths. And open the knee to the side and come into tree pose, reclined. So pull the foot up inside the thigh if you can. The hands can be here or up. Or if that doesn't work for you, again, you can have it low. Maybe just touch the toe to the floor. And then take the hands down, out towards the side so that the arms are parallel to the floor. And lift the knee up in front like we started, and we'll bind ourselves up into eagle pose with the left leg on top. So the left leg on top will bring the left elbow under. And then to come out of it, take the left foot behind and bring the arms up. Exhale. Now we're going to go through the standing poses. You're going to step into the lunge. We're going to inhale to crescent. You don't need to cross the wrist this time. You're going to straighten the front leg and exhale, Parsvottanasana. Step back to Virabhadrasana 1. So all the same poses but in a flow. And downward facing dog, exhale. And scoop through to cobra or up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot forward to crescent pose. Inhale to Parsvottanasana. Exhale to warrior one, inhale. And now you're simply going to straighten the left leg and turn to the side. So we did both sides. Take the hands to the hips, lift the chest up, inhale. Prasarita Padottanasana, exhale, touch the floor. Lift the chest up, inhale, and fold forward. And straighten the arms, flatten out the back, inhale. Exhale, take the hands to the hips, inhale, come on up. Turn the right foot sideways, the whole right leg. Let the hips shift to the left, reach out long to the right for triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana, bring the left wrist over the right. Open up the shoulders, look straight ahead or up too. And you can lightly touch the foot or you can grab your toe or a little higher, just don't press into the knee. You can also use a block for this. And inhale up and switch, turn the right leg in, turn the left leg out. Let the hips shift to the right, reach out to the left. Maybe the hand on the shin or the foot, or place it on the block, or grab a big toe, Ashtanga style. And inhale up, parallel feet once again, lift the chest up, exhale, touch the floor, but this time keep your back flat. So if you have trouble reaching the floor, just bring the floor up to you with a block. We're going to take a twist. Take the left hand down, sweep the right arm up, open the left shoulder, the right shoulder over the left, look sideways or up. Let the right hand come down, swap places, take the left arm up and twist. Try to get the spine long. And one more inhale, take the hands down, take the hands to the hips, inhale, stand up, step to the front of your mat, and we'll take one last Sun Salutation A. Inhale up and exhale, fold forward. Inhale the chest up, step or hop back to Chaturanga, to up dog, and to downward facing dog. And come to sitting. So in another video I'm going to show you how to do that. And lay down on your back with the knees bent. So just lay down, take a couple breaths here, just feeling where you're at. And then line up the outside of the ankles with the outside of the hips. So the feet point straight ahead. If you look up, your thighs are pointing straight ahead so your toes aren't turned out like that. And then lift your pelvis up for Supta Bandha Sarvangasana, which is bridge pose in shoulder stand. So the work in your shoulders, you start to open up the arms. So you're coming onto the back of the arms actually, and shoulders, and you're not sitting on the upper back. So try to broaden across the chest. If you can interlace the fingers, do that. The knees straight ahead, the gaze straight out. Chest up towards the chin. You could even, if you want, grab that block and put it between your inner thighs. And up, up, up. So another way to really practice opening up the shoulders, if you take the bridge pose up on a block, if you put the block under your pelvis, see then I can roll right off of my shoulders here onto the back of my head. And you can bring the arms under you as much as possible. So there's no weight there, very little. And interlace, and just practice opening up the chest without actually having to physically hold your hips up. So it's a nice, more passive version of the pose, but great for opening up the shoulders. And you want to keep space behind your neck in this pose and in shoulder stand for those of you who will go on to shoulder stand. So bridge pose or supported bridge pose, and then release. So if you're comfortable practicing shoulder stand, you can finish up with shoulder stand. If you're not, I would just give the knees a hug here. I'll show both. And maybe if you have a block where you can just use a towel, a beach towel rolled up, something to elevate your hips. You could get a lot of the benefits of the inversion just by putting your feet up and resting like this for a couple minutes before taking Shavasana. If you want to, if you're comfortable taking shoulder stand, you can kick the feet over the head. Now if you're used to using blankets, the blankets come under the shoulders with the head off to try to maintain that natural curve in the neck again. So you kick the feet over. Bring the elbows as close together as you can, and then the hands up on the back. And I've got the weight, see I can talk, I can move my head. I've got the weight back on my arms, mostly my elbows and a little bit my shoulders, not on my neck. There's a gap between my neck and the floor. Now if you can't get up that high, you can take it at an angle like this. And then consciously slow down your breathing in shoulder stand. Slowly start to let the feet lower over towards the floor. If you're in the shoulder stand, if you just have the legs up, you can take the feet down and move the block out from under you. So if the feet touch, you can take the hands off the back like I did. Maybe point the toes. If the feet don't touch, I would just keep the hands on the back. Don't force. Bend towards the far right or side of the head. And then slowly roll down using your arms and your core. Hands and the arms alongside the body. Puff your chest up and release the head back, Matsyasana fish. If you're doing the more restorative Viparita Karani, just the legs up,
you can just then go to Shavasana. And ease out of that. And then anything that doesn't feel quite right, adjust in your body. If you want to give the knees a hug, or adjust your clothes if you want to cover the eyes, whatever will give you a comfortable Shavasana. And please allow yourself to rest for at least 5, even better 10 minutes. So just keep a quiet room. Make sure you're warm wherever you are. Take rest and absorb the benefits of the practice. Namaste.